look, you've gotten worse, bro. So now what I want everyone to understand, this is what I want everyone to understand. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Arteta, and he's here to dominate the league for the next few years. Well done. There's a new sheriff in town, and it's Big Teta. Big Teta, the Arsenal, we're back. We are back. The Invincibles, they're nothing. They're nothing compared to what the next 5 years is going to be. Big Teta and the Arsenal have rolled into town, bro, on the chariot made of gold, bro, whipping up horses. We're going at 100 miles per hour. The pet reign of terror is over. There is a new sheriff in town, and it is us. You're all pissed. I'm telling you now, you man are all pissed.
What did you?
All right, mate. Please.
What did
You're
you
the
make?
biggest back of Arsenal. What are you gonna say today?
I praise it.
Are you gonna congratulate us for being top of the league? Because you do every day show about Arsenal, guys, yeah.
They can he can laugh as much as you want like a fraud. You can laugh. You
يا حبيبي let us have والله العظيم I know you know. يا عم I have seen you have football conversations. Stop with the monologues. خلينا have a conversation for real.
No.
Hamza, do you think Semenyo? Hamza, do you think Semenyo is? Who would you? يا حبيبي forget the fucking therapy. Arsenal fumbled. Do you think? يا عمي لا.
And you've kept me here. 1 o'clock is 1:30. I've got work tomorrow. Come back.
Yeah, let's do super chat. Yeah, we spoke.
And you have said, and the whole and your whole show you have not said anything of a substance.
Because you're telling me shit things. Asana.
2 hours you haven't said anything of a substance. We haven't gotten one sentence from you where we can actually discuss. Literally. Exactly.
By the way, just let you know.
Brother, oh my goodness! No, man! He's looking right across the line! Dimwit, bro! Oh my God! Right there!
Calf crashing out! Calf crashing out!
Bobby got someone right! Oh my God! For the life of people! For the life of people!
No, man, fully crashed out. Hey, man, he was at home just watching the game. Man, forgot he was definitely on coffee.
For me, you man.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to our first transfer window video of the summer live stream where I speak about all the clubs, you know, and this is a space where we can be objective and just have a conversation about football, you know, through my lenses, through my opinions and the opinions of the people in the chat. Everyone knows on videos like this, I'm very interactive. I like to interact with everyone in the community. I like to interact with everyone in the chat. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. And don't forget, MHF 15 only applies for the next 2 days. Every single one of you guys need to understand. MHF 15 only applies for the next 2 days. It's going to be 15% off. That's where I got the Saudi shirt from. That's where I got all the Spain, Netherlands, Jordan shirts, Liverpool shirts. There's even the new Liverpool kit. Let me actually show you guys the new Liverpool kit. It's actually fully on the website, by the way. Let me show you guys. Here, let me just share screen. Let me show you. All the shirts, by the way, that I got like from the start of last season, they're still there, bro. Let me show you guys, yeah? Here you go. This is the website. This is where you can buy a Jordan shirt, of course. Let me show you the new Liverpool shirt. I'm actually going to get it as well. I'm going to speak to Edward. Here you go. All kind of the shirts that like Liverpool have released. Like you see the new collection, they're all there. And instead of you guys paying £200 for one shirt, you could go get one. Right there. See? Right here. Same exact shirt. And it only costs you 15 euros. So, you know, go for it. Get yourself a shirt. And MHF 15 only applies for the next 2 days. So you get 15% off. Sorry. Wow. Mid-ad. You get 15% off. Only applies in the next 2 days. And by the way, if you're an Arsenal fan and you want to wear the Champions shirt that they wore, here it is. So there is plenty of stuff for you guys. And by the way, if you even if you have winter, there's like stuff for you, hoodies, blah blah blah, etc. So this is the shirt right here. If you're an Arsenal fan, you want to celebrate your title in style, here you go. £15. That's it. So instead of you guys spending all that money, 15% off as well for the next 2 days only. MHF 15. So go get yourself a shirt. And let's get this party started. Thank you, Mama Flossie. I appreciate you, Habibti. Big up to you. Anyway, this Kobe. This is a stream where I'm going to address all Premier League clubs. There is one club that rattles me beyond all, and I'm going to start with it. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing, because if the like count is nice on this video, I might actually do a giveaway as well. I'm going to start with the club that annoys me the most, and that club is Manchester United. You know, guys, they've been linked to a move with for Lewis Hall, Newcastle left back. Now, every time we have a conversation about Manchester United, I feel like they're getting way too ahead of themselves, and I feel like we actually can't be objective about what's happening at Manchester United. Manchester United face a very difficult test next season. By the way, we're going to come to Arsenal and Liverpool as well later on in the stream, because there is no real Chelsea news. No one really cares about City or Spurs. But anyway, back to Manchester United. You don't know the problem every time we have a conversation about Manchester United? Everyone's just ignoring the sample size for the last 12 to 13 years. 12, 13 years of Manchester United failing. Everyone's just ignoring it. And everyone's acting like, oh, this is a new era and all this shit. Yesterday, Lex went on a rant in the middle of the Liverpool show talking about, you know, Manchester United play some of the best football in the league. And if they can do this and if they can do that, that they will, you know, take it to the next level. There are so many questions to be answered by Manchester United. There are so many questions to be answered by Manchester United. Number one, can they handle 2 games a week? That's the biggest question. Because every single time Manchester United have had 2 games in a week, they have struggled. Number two, can Michael Carrick handle the pressure? This is the thing. We're here to ask objective reality questions, and this is something even United fans feel free to answer. Anyone who it is, please answer whichever way you want. The problem is, when you get to the Manchester United part of the conversation, people just ignore all sorts of elements of reality. You know, a Manchester United manager under pressure is completely different than a Manchester United manager without pressure. And I'm going to give you the biggest example. And I'm going to give you legitimately the biggest example. Erik ten Hag. And hear me out. Erik ten Hag, in his first season, finished 3rd. And Liverpool finished 5th. Same exact positions. I remember the conversations that happened in that summer. All eras come to an end. The Pep and Klopp era is coming to its end. This won't survive for a long time. Erik ten Hag is here to take over and all that type of stuff. And then the season starts, and all it takes is 2 or 3 bad results. And Saeed is doing videos about meet me at the car park, and everyone wants the manager out, and everyone wants the manager gone. Now I understand. With Ineos, it's completely different than the Glazers, but we've heard these things before. Simon Cox, and I don't know who, and you know, what's the name of that Blackburn former player? You know, we're doing things differently. We've got Omar Berada now and all that stuff. Bro, I get it. Like, I understand. You guys are excited for next season. But with all due respect, what has Michael Carrick brought to the table that's made you so sure that he will be the manager for the future? This is the thing. Because if you ask me about your signings, I think Ederson's a good player. I've done a short on it and a reel on it saying that Ederson's a good player. I'd have taken Ederson at Liverpool. I think 30-something million is really cheap. It will improve you 100%. But what has Michael Carrick shown in the Premier League to prove that he can win a league title? Based on what? You know, people need to understand, playing 3 games a week is a difficult test. Literally, now I'll give you an example. Yeah, this season Michael Carrick played on a Saturday and then had a rest for a whole week and then played the Saturday or the Sunday after. Now they need to play every Tuesday and every Wednesday. And this test is a test that people need to be able to understand. Is very difficult. I'll give you an example. This season, Manchester United versus Brighton. 7 days later, Manchester United versus Brentford. Guess what? Now it's Manchester United versus Brighton, and then on the Tuesday it's Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid, and then on the Saturday it's Manchester United versus Brentford. These are the things that need to be answered by Michael Carrick and by Manchester United. The signings that they make are good signings. Ederson's a good signing. Lewis Hall, they're linked to a good signing. Personally, I don't rate Matthias Fernandes. I didn't even want him at Liverpool. I had this conversation even with Jamie Phillips. Big up to Jamie. I didn't even want him at Liverpool either. So I don't rate, Matthias Fernandes. But I think Ederson's a good player. I think Lewis Hall is a good player. I think Matthias Fernandes is nothing special. Like, he's just an average Joe, and he doesn't bring anything special to the table, in my opinion. But they've got 4 competitions next season, and these are all the answers that they need to be able to give us. And for me, Manchester United and Chelsea, two clubs, Manchester United and Chelsea, are both at the I have to see it to believe it stage, because you cannot back everything without seeing it first. And as soon as the Champions League starts next season, I think we will see the answer to the question. And for me, look, Manchester United fans will accuse me of being biased and all this, but I'm just being completely honest with you guys. All it takes is applying pressure on Carrick, and you yourself will see. Because the Manchester United fans are already saying it. Man United fans want to win the league next season. They are delusional. They cannot win the league. I'll come to Arsenal in a bit, and I'll tell you why I think Arsenal will win the league next season, just by definition almost. But Manchester United fans are extremely deluded. They're ignoring all sample size. They're ignoring everything, and they're just doing the whole, we're Man United. We're Man United. We're the biggest club in the world. We have to win the league. We have expectations, and we have standards. They don't understand that these things are applying unnecessary pressure on Michael Carrick. Completely unnecessary pressure. Because I'm going to draw you the scenario. Overlap. Sky Sports. Media. Content creators. We have to win the league. We have to win the league. We have to challenge for the league. We can challenge for the league. We can win the league. All of a sudden, the pressure is just building on Carrick and building on Carrick and building on Carrick. The pressure is just building on him and building on him and building on him. And then you put yourself in a position where Old Trafford expectations change, the fan base expectations change, the media expectations change, and all of a sudden they are doing Man United with the measuring stick that they're doing to Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. And then you put yourself in a situation where you're almost asking your club to fail before a ball has been kicked. A ball hasn't even been kicked yet, and you're already putting Manchester United in a position to fail. So with Manchester United, you see all these people in the chat, Z, and all these guys in the chat, all the Man United fans. I promise you, come December time, they will disappear from everyone's chat. They will just be in Saeed TV, in their little, with Mark Goldbridge, in their little Man United streams, doing emergency meetings and complaining about how bad, Carrick is, and how they shouldn't have been hired Michael Carrick, and how they should have went for a more experienced manager. Khalas, guys, we've seen this movie before. We have seen this movie before. How many times have we seen this movie before? Put one in the chat. Put one in the chat if you think that United fans are going to be Carrick out mid-season next season. Regardless who you support. We've got people who from all different fan bases. Put one in the chat if you think they will be Carrick out during the season next season, as I go switch on my AC.
Right, just let you know.
Brother, oh my goodness. No, man. He's looking right across the line. Dimwit, bro. Oh my God. Right there. Cal's crashing out. Bobby, put someone running. Oh my God. For the life of me. Oh my, for the life of me.
No. Man fully crashed out. Hey, man, he was at home just watching the game. Man forgot he was definitely on coffee.
For me, you man.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
You know what's the funny part? You look at this chat, yeah? They will say, I'm a hater. Arsenal fan, 1. Arsenal fan, 1. Newcastle fan, 1. Liverpool fan, 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. You see? All these, by the way, so many people in this chat support different clubs. Chelsea fan, 1. See? And you want to know what's the funniest bit? Let me show you the funniest bit, yeah? Let me show you the funniest bit before people claim that I am biased, yeah? Let me show you something. This is the funniest one. PSG fan, 1. Even the PSG fans know your games. Forget me. You will say I'm a Liverpool fan. You will say I'm biased. You will say this. You will say that. The PSG fan has just put 1 in the chat. Does PSG hate Manchester United? Do they hate them? Do they have an agenda? Oh, look, this guy's a PSG fan. He must hate Man United, apparently. You know, he must have an agenda against Man United. He's a PSG fan. Why would he have an agenda? But you want to know what Sultan knows that all of us know as well? We've been here before. You told us all these things. You told us all these things. See? There you are. Bayern fan. Bayern fan, PSG fan. Do they hate Man United too? Do they hate Man United too? You want to know the problem? Every time you try to have a conversation with a Man United fan, they speak to you with such a like, I'm better than you type of speech. They act like they are going to win the league. They speak like they're going to win the league. They speak like we haven't been here before. Habibi, we've been here before. I've seen this movie before with my very own eyes. I've seen this movie before with my own eyes so many times. I've seen this movie. I've seen it. How many times are we going to do the same exact thing over and over and over and over again? Honestly, it's been 13 years since Alex Ferguson. 13 years. There is something different with Carrick. Tell me what's different. And Chicken Wing, you were on YouTube 2 years ago when they told you there is something different with Ten Hag. Yes or no? Tell me. Did they, German Chicken Wing, did they or did they not say there is something different with Ten Hag? Did they or did they not say that? Go on. You're a City fan. Tell me. Go on. And this is the thing. When Michael Carrick was hired, I can go play clips right now of United fans saying we should not hire Carrick under any circumstances. We should not repeat the same mistakes under Oli. He wins 3 games and all of a sudden Carrick's at the wheel. Now, this is the problem. I'm trying to understand what fills them with so much confidence. I want to understand what fills them with so much confidence. With Manchester United, I have to see it to believe it. I don't believe it now because I don't see it. Don't see it happening. I can already imagine it, bro. I can already imagine emergency meetings, get Carrick out my club. He didn't challenge. He didn't compete. We're Man United. We're the biggest club in the world. The same dumb shit that we've heard for the last 13 years. What's different? When you tell me Carrick is different, explain to me what's different. Tell me. Explain to me what's different. I'm ready. I'm ready for an explanation. The funny part is the same Man United fans will come tell you Arsenal fans are unbearable and Arsenal fans are annoying. I think Man United fans need to understand something. If you're asking Carrick to win the league next season, you're already applying pressure on him that will put him in a dangerous position. That will put him in a dangerous position. Forget us. Forget us. It will put us in a dangerous position. Like, that's the thing. And by the way, if you ask me about Lewis Hall, I think Lewis Hall is a good signing. I think Lewis Hall is a good signing for Manchester United. I think Ederson is a good signing. Mateus Fernandes, good signing. The question now becomes, are they going to take Man United that next level? Because that's when we're talking about challenging for leagues, there is a different element. And the other thing is, no one played low block against Man United this whole season. No one. You want to know why? No opposition team respected Man United. Not a single opposition side respected Manchester United. Not a single opposition side came to Old Trafford and parked the bus. Case in point, Leeds. No one respected Man United. If they start respecting you and playing low block against you, that's a different element. That's a different test. That's a different element. That's a different test. They got beat. Leeds beat you at Old Trafford, buddy. Wake up. Wake up. Leeds beat you at Old Trafford. We did a watch along for the game. What are you going to say? Oh, the reason why they beat us is the red card. But I thought Arsenal fans are annoying, right? United fans? You know, I wish Liverpool just fixed up towards the end of the season. I wish. And we just finished above Man United. So we don't have to be subject to these dumbass comparisons. Honestly, bro. Seeing Man United fans happy makes my blood boil. And I can't wait for just order to be restored and things to be back to normality. Things need to come back to normal. Things need to come back to what we're used to, which is Man United being trash. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Next season, December time. December time, Man United fans are all going to be carried out. Mark my words. And then they will take a 1-year break where they pretend that it's normal for them to be shit. And then after that, all it's going to take is 3-4 wins in a row, and they will all pretend to be back into the title race again. So we've been here before. With Manchester United, until I see it, I won't believe it. I won't believe it because I have enough proof. I have 13 years of proof. I have 13 years of proof. I have 13 years of sample size. I have 13 years of evidence. Factual based information. Evidence, it's called. That Manchester United are incapable of winning a league title. That's it. That's the reality. You know, I don't see them winning a league. I don't see them challenging. And by the way, you see this whole thing about Bruno having 21 assists? Great. Salah had 47 GA last season. This season, how many GA did he have? Exactly. Anyway. Big up to my guy Josh who says, I'll be at the New York Knicks parade. Look at this bandwagoner. All of a sudden, everyone's a New York Knicks fan. You guys are a bunch of fakes. Aren't you from Minnesota? You're literally from Minnesota. Why are you pretending to support the New York Knicks? Why are you pretending to support the New York Knicks? You ain't no Knicks fan. Fraud. Talking about the New York Knicks. Have some shame, bro. Have some shame. Pretending to be a Knicks fan. You ain't no Knicks fan. Fraud. Habibi, my sources told me that Flawless is the... What? I can't even read this super chat. First of all, I can't even read your name to begin with. Second of all, that's a crazy ass super chat, bro. I'm gonna just say thank you and move on. That's crazy. That's crazy. What the hell did I just read right there? What the hell did I just read right there? I ain't gonna read that publicly. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you for the super chat. Maybe if you made it $50, I would have read it. Anyway, big up to you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Guys, we got 700 people in the building. We're not even at 200 likes yet. Get the likes up. I want to talk about Arsenal next, and then I'm going to move on to Liverpool and talk about the more serious clubs in this league. We can't be sat here spending this much time. 20 minutes for Manchester United is too much airtime anyway. So I want to move on, talk about Arsenal. Before we do that, guys, let's get the likes up, subscribe. Go follow me. Go follow me on the Instagram. The link is in the pinned comment. Follow me over there. You get me. There's reels and different content posted on there as well. So go over there and follow me and all that type of stuff. And yeah, hit the like button and subscribe right here, right now. Every single one of you, close the live chat and like the video. And don't forget, MHF 15% off only for the next 2 days. So it's no longer 8% off. It's 15% off. So we've got you guys a big discount. So go over there and get yourself the new shirts. If you're an Arsenal fan, there is the Champions shirt. If you're a Man United fan, go buy yourself an old shirt from the 2000s, back when you were good. Now, speaking of, let's move on to talk about Arsenal. You know, I just want to talk about Arsenal like from a general perspective first before I speak about like them signing players and stuff. I'll be honest with you guys. I think Arsenal are probably going to win the league by definition next season. I'll explain it to you. Question marks over Manchester United have already been explained in the Manchester United section. We'll get to the question marks over my club, Liverpool Football Club, when we get to the Liverpool section. Chelsea, do me a favor. Like, I know Xabi Alonso is a good manager, stuff like this. And you look at Manchester City, I rate Enzo Maresca. I think Enzo Maresca is a very good manager. But then you've got to look at the Arsenal situation. And they are by far the most stable club. Arsenal Football Club right now are the most stable club in the English Premier League. They're not going to change their manager. They've got the same exact manager. They've got the same exact players. You know, this is the thing with Arsenal. Big up to... Why did you combine it in one word? Why did you combine it in one word? Isn't it touch line? Huh? I have to teach you English, you bum. Thank you for the raid, though. Appreciate it. Anyway, so with Arsenal, I actually think that they will win the league by definition. Because there is no one as stable as them. And here's the thing with Arsenal. Arsenal need to sign like 2 or 3 forwards and they're good to go. They don't have to change anything else. Arsenal Football Club don't have to change a single thing at their football club right now. They don't have to change the way that they operate. They don't have to change the way that they do things. Because the other thing is, Pep Guardiola is gone. Pep is gone. Pep is no longer in the picture. Pep is no longer in the conversation. Pep Guardiola. He's no longer there. Pep is no longer there. So now you have to. You're also the only club with a Premier League winning manager. The only manager to have a Premier League title to his name in the whole Premier League is Mikel Arteta. That's the thing. He's right now the only manager with a Premier League next to his name. He's the only title winning manager remaining. And you know, there's no more phases. You know, they've won already, so that they've completed the process, if you would like. So now it's about continuing the process. How do Arsenal continue the process? Arsenal continue the process by simply buying and not changing too much in their team. I've seen some Arsenal fans suggest that they should sell 7 players and they should sell 8 players and they should do this and they should do that. Habibi, for what? For what? I know Touchline thinks United will win the league. I know that. Touchline is the United Hamza. He's literally the United Hamza. He's just delusional. You cannot help delusion. Thinking United can win the league next season for me is the ultimate sign of delusion anyway. But yeah, I think with Arsenal, I think they will win the league next season. And I think they will win the league just by definition. They're the one club that's the most stable club. They don't have any questions on them. They are going to keep Mikel Arteta in the job. And they don't have to change much. Arsenal Football Club right now don't have to change much. Arsenal Football Club need to just sign 2 or 3 forwards and they're good to go. Here's the thing. Their defense is good now. Their defense is good. They don't need to change anything in their defense. David Raya has had a fantastic season for them. I think he's a very good keeper. Maybe they need to buy a backup keeper. That's all. Midfield is good. Maybe they can buy a hybrid player like a Morgan Rogers, we'll speak about now in a bit. They can sign like a Morgan Rogers who can play in the 10 and then can play in the wing. But then outside that, they need to sign 2 forwards. They're linked to the same player that Liverpool want, which is Bradley Barcola, who's a player I rate highly. I'd love for us to get him. I would love for us to get Bradley Barcola. I don't know what it is with his situation. Is he going to move to Arsenal? Is he going to move to Liverpool? Is he going to stay at PSG? I'm simply reporting the news, you know, the stuff that we're hearing. You know, there is also information about Arsenal and Julian Alvarez. That could be a possibility. Big up Asim. That could be another possibility. Julian Alvarez and Arsenal. You know, because here's the situation at Barcelona. Barcelona might just not sell to Atletico Madrid out of spite. Barcelona might go like, listen, I won't sell to the club in my same league. I'm going to sell to a completely different football club. I'm going to sell to a football club in a different league that doesn't affect me. And I think this is why I can see a world in which Julian Alvarez becomes an Arsenal player. That world is a possible world. It's not impossible. So now when I look at all the conditions, Man United, Michael Carrick, 2 games a week, 13-year sample size of failing, cancel. Chelsea Football Club under Todd Bowley's ownership, idiotic, dumb transfer decisions, completely unintelligent football club, scapegoats the manager, doesn't allow room for development or improvement. X on Chelsea. That leaves Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. City, Enzo Maresca after Pep Guardiola. He's a very good manager. Very good manager. I like Enzo Maresca and I rate him, but he's a massive step down from Pep. Liverpool, Andy Raiola will have to adapt to playing 2 games a week instead of 1, but his style will bring the excitement back. But can he get us to league-winning form? We still have a lot to change. Arsenal are the one club who have no question marks. What's the Arsenal question mark? Improve the forward line. That's it. That's it. There is nothing left for Arsenal to improve. The only thing Arsenal need to improve is the forward line. That's all. That's literally it. That's not, because there is nothing more to change. If you're an Arsenal fan, you shouldn't want your club to make a whole lot of changes, because we saw what it did to my club this season. Liverpool Football Club this season made too many changes and it ended up screwing us. It screwed us over in the end because we made too many changes, because we perhaps didn't give the keys to the manager in charge. That's the correct manager. But for me, if I'm Arsenal, this is what I do. I would sell Martinelli, I would sell Jesus, and I would buy 2 new forwards and a backup midfielder and call it a day. That's it. Don't do too much. Doing too much can actually ruin your own football club. Doing too much can ruin your own football club. Doing too much changes, changing too much can ruin your own football club. Arteta's job is safe. Arteta's job is safe. They're not going to sack Arteta. They're not going to send Arteta to the gulag. This is it. Arteta's going to be the manager next season. They're league champions. How do they take it to the next level? 2 new forwards. Now I'm going to ask you all, who are the 2 forwards that are attainable that you would sign if you were Berta? Regardless who you support, let's have an objective conversation. I told you guys in these transfer videos, we're objective. We use sample size, we use evidence, and we talk objectively about other football clubs. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget to follow me on the Insta as well. Let me know who's the 2 players you would sign. Rodgers and Yildiz. Here's the problem with that, Omar. Does that mean you are trusting Gyökeres next season? Because that's the other question. Can Arsenal Football Club trust Victor Gyökeres up top next season? That's the thing. That's the thing. Also, let me ask you guys a question. Big up to Kika. Do you guys rate Krupi that highly? Do you guys rate Krupi that highly? Is Krupi that high on your list? I think Krupi's had very good moments for Bournemouth, but is he a game changer? You know, if I'm Arsenal, one of the players that, first of all, if I'm Arsenal, the first person I'm signing is Bradley Barcola directly. If Bradley Barcola is available for signing, the first thing I'm doing is calling PSG. We want Bradley Barcola, because Bradley Barcola is available for 60 to 70 million. So he won't even be that expensive. Go sign Bradley Barcola. And Bradley Barcola is much better than Martinelli. He's much better than Trossard. He's much better than any left winger you have. So you can go sign Bradley Barcola and it would improve your left-hand side. So that for me is the first signing I make. And the other thing I want to say about Arsenal, and this is the important thing, like I said, when we're doing this transfer talk, we want to be as objective as possible. I actually think Arsenal need an out-and-out winger. Yes, or Yildiz. Or Yildiz, even though he's a YouTube footballer, I think Arsenal need that a little bit. I think Arsenal need an out-and-out winger. If I'm Arsenal, I'd probably do 3. I'd do Rodgers, I do Barcola, and I'll try to find a backup striker to come in. You know, maybe a Krupi, then maybe Kika's right. Maybe someone like a Krupi. But they need an out-and-out winger. Why? Because they need someone who can just isolate his fullback, take him on one-on-one, and create a chance. I think they need someone like that. Madueke is running the ball out of play. Saka's had back-to-back seasons where he's had injuries in his team as well. So keep that in mind. So, you know, obviously the problem with Saka now is he's gonna have to go to the World Cup and all that type of stuff. So you're talking about another issue for them. But they need the touchline winger. And I know SE is right. The touchline winger, I know Paz cooked you 2 days ago, but the touchline winger market is not strong. So maybe Yildiz, maybe you are right. Because Juventus have not qualified for the Champions League. You want to know who are in the Champions League? AS Roma. Roma and Lazio. Who else? Let me check again, yeah? Who else in the Serie A finished in the top 4? Roma, Como, and Napoli. So Juventus is not even in the Champions League. So that would be an easy signing for you to make. That would be an easy signing for you to make. Another player, speaking of Como, I know they're doing the whole Madrid thing, but we don't know yet because Enrique Riquelme is going mad in his thing. The other player that is very interesting is Nico Paz. Nico Paz, lad? That's the other guy that's going to be very dangerous. Very dangerous player as well. Nico Paz. I think we will see how Fabregas does in the Champions League, you know, with Como and stuff like this. But Nico Paz, another player. Rafael Leao. Very interesting shout here from Adam. Here's the thing with Rafael Leao. I know people will tell me attitude and people will tell me he's lazy and people will say this and people say that. Here's the thing with Rafael Leao. He will never be cheaper than this. Leao in his whole life will never be cheaper than this.
All my ops stink. All my ops on the t-shirt, they're all dead. I need better ops. Do you understand?
Would you guys take Gakpo at Arsenal? Put one in the chat if you would take Gakpo at Arsenal. Put one in the chat if you would take Gakpo at Arsenal. I think that's a great suggestion from Strauss. Great suggestion. I take Gakpo at Arsenal. I take Gakpo at Arsenal. I think that's a fantastic signing. I think that's a fantastic signing. I think he improves Arsenal. I think he's better. I think he's better than Martinelli and Trossard. Diomande is too expensive for Arsenal because because here's the thing. Arsenal need 3 players. That's it. So if you go sign 3 players and you get better, then you're good to go. People need to understand Arsenal have the easiest opportunity at a back-to-back in history. Big up to you, Strauss. Big up to you. I'm not going to read your name. Big up to you, Josh, as well. Big up to Kusta, who says, big up Don Hussam, would you sell Odegaard? Oh, this is such a good question. You know, this comes back to what? This comes back to the whole selling too many players notion that I brought up earlier on. If I'm Arsenal, one of the things I also don't want to do is sell too many players. I think 1 or 2 players, it's okay to sell. I think you should sell Martinelli. I think you should sell Jesus. The rest you have to keep, including Odegaard. Guys, what happened to just changing too much of a winning formula? What happened? What happened? Like, also, I have another question for you, Kusta. I'm going to ask you a question. And this is a question to all the Arsenal fans. When you say you're going to sell Odegaard, has Eze done enough? Why aren't you suggesting you should sell Eze? Tell me. Because I'll be honest with you guys. As bad as Odegaard has been this season, Eze hasn't been impressive either. Eze has not lived up to expectations either. Like, we can sit up here and we can say Odegaard's been trash. Fair enough. But has Eze been good? Eze has had the game against Spurs. I think he had a game against Palace and 2 or 3 other games. But Eze hasn't done enough. And I'll use a game that's fresh in you guys' memories. Odegaard was getting cooked for the Champions League final. What did Eze do in the Champions League final? I'm not even talking about the penalties. I'm saying in open play. So Eze comes on in a Champions League final. Tell me in the chat what he's done. Legit, this is a legit question. Like, at least with Odegaard, I have a sample size of a season where he scored 15 goals without pens. You get it? Tell me, what did Eze do against PSG? Why all this Eze loving? What has Eze done? What has Eze done to warrant all this loving for no reason? To answer your question, I wouldn't sell Martin Odegaard. I think you would change too much. This is who I would sell. Jesus, Martinelli. End of list. Don't mess around with your winning formula. Don't mess up your team. I would sell them. I think Arsenal, in an ideal world, need 4 players. Winger, striker, a player who's hybrid, who can play wing and striker, aka Morgan Rogers, and the other one is a pivot player, like a DM backup. That's it. You don't need anything else. I think anything else would be excessive, and you would just be putting your squad in a bad position. I think it's like, if you really want to spoil yourself, it should be 4 players. And if you sell too many players as well, you mess up your own club, you mess up your own squad. What if Odegaard plays an important leadership role in the background too? You don't need a right back, bro. You don't need a right back. You don't need a right back. You've got what's his name, Mosquera. You've got Julian Timber. You've got Calafiori. You've got Lewis Skelly. And this brings me to another question. I have an unpopular opinion. I have a very unpopular opinion, but I want to see if it's a popular opinion to Arsenal fans. I think the best player for Arsenal, probably in the last month of the season, was Miles Lewis Skelly. Now, if I'm Arteta, I'm considering making Miles Lewis Skelly my starting pivot player next season. I'm considering making Miles Lewis Skelly the starting player next to Declan Rice next season. One of the things Arteta can explore is playing Rice deeper and having Miles Lewis Skelly play that Xhaka role, basically, where he's a bit more advanced. He can play passes. Because one thing about Miles Lewis Skelly that he's unbelievable in is passing through the lines. I think Miles Lewis Skelly is very good at passing through the lines. Paz, instead of spamming caps lock, you differentiate between my opinion and your fan base opinion. There's many people in the Arsenal fan base, Paz, that want a new pivot player, and you know this. I'm saying I think you should trust Lewis Skelly in that like pivot. I think Lewis Skelly need to be trusted in the pivot, I'll be honest with you. Big up to my guy Jack, who says if they can spam crosses, take set pieces, perfect. They don't need that. They've got Declan Rice for that, bro. They don't need that. They don't need that, bro. See, already, look at the chat. Not good enough. See? They're saying it in the chat, Paz. They already have Declan Rice, Jack. They don't need that, so. Yeah, I saw Paz has the lotion next to his bed in his stream, the fraud. Big up to my guy Kusta again. By the way, I love people who like create conversations. You know, just coming here and telling me you have agenda, you glaze, you're this, you're that, it won't achieve anything. Khalas, guys, I'll tell you something, yeah? We're past the glazing phase. That workers and the glazers were right. Arsenal won the league in the end. I wanted my club to win the league. Guess what? We absolutely sucked this season. I've already explained this 100 times. I hate Man City. I don't hate Arsenal. Let's create conversations for the upcoming season. Let's have objective football debates. Let's talk about the sport. Let's explore new things for other clubs. Let's have debates and conversations. We're not going to sit up here every stream and repeat the same shit over and over again. Very good question. Is it valid to think that Eze hasn't fully adapted in Arteta's system? He was a different 10 at Crystal Palace. Does he have more upside? See, this is a great question. This is a great question. This is a fantastic question. Fantastic question. And this is the question that I ask the chat. The only reason why you would keep Eze ahead of Odegaard is upside. Eze, in my opinion, has a higher ceiling than Odegaard. That's it. But if I go based off performances this season, there's probably a bigger reason to sell Eze than there is to sell Odegaard. Now, I know this might be slightly unpopular. Now, I know this might be something that is, not really something that you guys want to hear, but Eze ain't done shit this season. Like, I get it. Some people dislike Odegaard. Some people think Odegaard's not been good enough. I think this is very fair opinion to have. But once again, I asked the chat 10 minutes ago and no one gave me an answer. When Eze played against PSG, he came on for playing in the same position that Odegaard played in. What did Eze do all game? He didn't carry the ball forward. He didn't progress the ball. He didn't make line-breaking passes. He didn't do any of this shit. He just simply didn't. He just didn't. That's the thing. So you put yourself in a position where this is what I would do. I'm Berta. If I'm Berta, sell Martinelli, sell Jesus, and that's it. I end the selling right then and there. And by the way, people are saying stuff about Ben White. I'll be honest, I like Ben White. I don't even think Ben White is as bad as people make out. I'll be honest with you guys, I won't change a single thing in the Arsenal defense. Ben White, Mosquera, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Lewis Skelly, Hincapie. This is all amazing defensive depth. Don't change a thing, bro. Don't change a thing. I think Ben White's a good player. He's a good backup. Don't mess up your team. Don't take your team and mess it up. Don't take your team and just F around with it. Because you just start to create problems for yourself that you don't have. Ask me. I saw it with my own eyes last summer. Don't create new problems at your football club. Raya, very good goalkeeper. If you want to move on from Kepa and get a better backup, fair enough. But Raya is a very good goalkeeper. Midfield, Rice, Lewis Skelly can play there. Zubimendi, Eze, Odegaard. Okay, one thing missing is probably a pivot player. Someone who can play in the pivot. That's it. One pivot player and you're good. Don't overdo it. Don't overcook your meal. Now you go to the forward line. Forward line is by far the position you need to improve on the most. Forward line is by definition the place you have to improve on the most. We can all see it. Now, who do you sign? Number one, you need a touchline winger. So let's establish you need a touchline winger. It cannot be someone who can't hold the width. It needs to be a touchline winger who can take on his fullback one-on-one, who can create chances, who can create havoc. For me, that would be a Bradley Barcola, a Yildiz, and if you can convince him to be part of the setup, Rafael Leao. Now we go to the forward line. Jesus can't be trusted anymore. Can't. Havertz, next season should probably be like the last season where, you give him a chance. Now you look at the striker position. The question becomes, and this is a question to all the Arsenal fans in the chat. Are you trusting Victor Gyökeres to be the leading striker at Arsenal Football Club? I'm saying next season starts, your front line is Barcola, Gyökeres, Saka. Do you trust that? Or would you rather new striker, Barcola and Saka? That's the question. Do you trust Gyökeres or do you want a new striker? Do you want Gyökeres to be the backup? You see, this is the problem, brother. You see how earlier on I said you're asking for too many changes. You're talking about Saka replacement. You're putting yourself in a hellhole, brother. Thoughts on Gakpo being sold? I'm going to come to the Liverpool after Arsenal. We spoke about the three red cartel clubs. You get me? Osimhen. Victor Osimhen. I rate Victor Osimhen, but are you going to match his wages? Because he gets a lot of money at Galatasaray. He gets a lot of money. So Are you gonna pay him that much money per week? Why do you guys not want Barcola? I realize so many people don't rate Barcola. Bro, Barcola's outscored Douay some seasons. Krupi. Okay, but then are you trusting Krupi to start? Rogers. I like Morgan Rogers. I think Morgan Rogers is a player that can play left wing for you. He can play in the 10. You know, he can carry the ball forward. He can advance the ball forward. He's a very good player for you guys. So I think Morgan Rogers would be a fantastic signing. You know who's competing for the signing of Morgan Rogers? Chelsea. Chelsea also want Morgan Rogers. Now, if you're Morgan Rogers, of course, the smart decision is to join Arsenal, but not all footballers are smart, as we found out 3 years ago when a certain Ecuadorian decided to move to Chelsea, and the rest is history. We beat them in a domestic cup final and we won the league, and the only thing he celebrated is a Conference League. So, not all footballers make smart decisions. Douay is better. I think Douay has much bigger upside than Bradley Barcola. Of course, anyone would take Desiree Douay, but he's not for sale. So I'm looking more at the players that are actually available for sale. He needs to be a player available for sale, bro. You want to know what I would do? I would call Atletico right now. I'd call them right now in the middle of this whole Alvarez-Barcelona drama. And I would ask for Alvarez now. I would pay 100 million and I'd get Alvarez. Alvarez, Barcola, Rogers, and Arsenal are going to win the league. This is my early prediction, you guys. Before I move on, talk about Liverpool. My early prediction is I think Arsenal are going to win the league. Oh, yeah, guys. Let's apologize. I'm so sorry, Kodjo. You got me there. You also won the Konami Cup at Chelsea. Well done on winning the Konami Cup, brother. I'm sure Moises Caicedo in Ecuador grew up dreaming of winning the Konami Cup.
And this is why I've maintained the fact that I believe this team can go the distance in the title race, because this league is rubbed out. It's been shit for years. The problem is we've been on a rebuild during that point. But now this is our best opportunity to take advantage of that. The fact that the table toppers couldn't kill us and meant to be mentality monsters, meant to be 90-minute merchants, all of that, they didn't have anything for us. 10 men or 11 men. That might be a bit more of a statement for us than for them.
Shall we do the Barcelona one real quick?
I'm sick to death of having to explain why Chelsea are good. We're second in the table. We bought PSG off the park. We bought Barcelona off the park. It's time to acknowledge that this ain't the same Chelsea from the banter era. This is a better Chelsea squad that will turn up for anybody that steps up.
Anybody. The funniest part is 90-minute merchants. That's the funny part. All football games are 90 minutes, mate. So what do you mean 90-minute merchants? Your football club is supposed to be a 90-minute merchant football club because that's how football works. Lewis, where did Chelsea finish? Didn't Chelsea finish 10th this season? Yeah, Chelsea finished 10th. You guys know Chelsea finished below Brighton, their feeder club? Every time a Chelsea fan speaks to me, I just remind them they finished 10th. I thought I'm a sellout and I'm fake. Why are you watching? I notes. Bum. So glad Arsenal won this league, man. Honestly, so glad. Out of spite for you Chelsea scumbags. Can't stand Chelsea Man United fans. Worst two fan bases in the whole league. Anyway, I'm going to move on, talk about Liverpool. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Every single one of you, please like the video right now. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. I'm going to speak about my club as well. on the whole transfer news related video. Make sure you guys check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. MHF 15 only applies for the next 2 days. That's where I got this shirt from. There's the new Liverpool kits, the new Arsenal kits, the new United kits, all the kits for next season. The new ones are on the website. 15% off. This code only applies for the next 2 days. Go get yourself a World Cup shirt. That's where I got my Spain, Netherlands, Jamaica, Saudi, Jordan shirts. Go get yourself one. And don't forget to follow me on the Instagram. The link is in the pinned comment. Let me see how many likes we're on. Maybe I will do a giveaway if the like count is nice. We got 751 people here and we're not even at 300 likes yet. Like the video. Like the video. You're using the word liver shite in 2026. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, there is a Colombia shirt. Says who? There is no Colombia shirt. I even bought a Colombia shirt. You know what's the funniest part? Football works in very funny ways. Jordan is going to play Colombia tomorrow. And we will be doing a watch along for that. I literally got a Colombia shirt too, by the way. It's literally over there. Why pay 100 million for Alvarez? He only scored like 8 goals. Yes, but you need to understand, who does Alvarez play for? Simeone. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't see, like... By the way, I'm doing Brazil-Egypt tonight as well. Brazil play Egypt tonight. I'm doing Brazil-Egypt, so there's plenty of content coming your way. I promise you guys, we will have fun together during this World Cup and this summer. So yeah, check out all the stuff. Now, Liverpool. Hi guys, all the rivals are in the chat as I'm talking about my club. What do you want to ask me about my own club? Paz, shall we do Ahwa tomorrow? Transfer window Ahwa special. I think we can do a transfer Ahwa. That would be fun. Let me actually see which football clubs play tomorrow. International friendlies. Okay. Armenia are playing Kazakhstan. Hey, your country's playing, Toka. So today, Portugal, Chile, no one cares. USA, Germany, no one cares. Come on, Germany. Switzerland, Austria, no one cares. No one cares, no one cares. England, New Zealand, definitely no one cares. Tonight is Brazil, Egypt at 11. Okay, I'm going to cover that game. Afghanistan play Pakistan at 2 a.m. Tomorrow, Morocco, Norway. Come on, Norway. Colombia, Jordan, 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Sorry, UK time. So 11, no, actually 12 midnight. Okay, I'm going to do Colombia, Jordan. We can do transfer window Ahwa special tomorrow. What time shall I make it? If the game is at midnight, let me make Ahwa at like 9:30 or something. Let me make Ahwa at like 9:39. That would be nice. Just go one size up, Lou. Some people who are like large, medium, they got their own sizes. It just fits a bit tight. But if you go one size up, it's just safe. Just one size up, Lou. And it's 15% off. I actually didn't get an Ireland shirt. I was supposed to get an Ireland shirt, actually. I'm going to get one for the next... Lou, this is your job now. Lou, your job now is to remind me next time when I'm doing the package to get an Ireland shirt. If you don't, you've failed. You're a failure. If you don't remind me to get an Ireland shirt, you're clearly a failure. Big failure. If you don't remind me. Anyway. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to get an Ireland shirt as well. You want to know what it is? I think I got so many shirts. Edward, like almost... I think I constipated Edward by the amount of shirts I got last time. I got 24 shirts. Like, I'm ready for the World Cup, bro. I'm ready for the World Cup. Oh, God. You've got to worry about your own big boobs, bro. How are you going to fit your own big boobs as a man in a shirt? That's the bigger question. Fraud. Now, Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool. So, guys, what happens next season with Anthony Raiola? We're going to win the league. I think Liverpool will be a lot better next season. I think Liverpool will be a lot better next season. I think we'll be in a very good position next season. Obviously, we will play a lot better football. I think our football will improve. I think we will play exciting football. Arne Slot lost Anfield, and this is one of the main things. Like, you can't lose Anfield as the Liverpool manager. Liverpool manager, I'm sorry, if you're the Liverpool manager, you need to have the support of all the home teams. You need to be able to do all this. And you put yourself in a very dangerous position when you lose out on Anfield, and you put yourself in a shitter place. Now, Liverpool Football Club, make no mistake, with Salah leaving, Chiesa leaving, you've got what's his name? You've got Robertson leaving. You put yourself in a much worse position, for next season. I think this is one of the main things. We have to be able to do a lot better. I'm not going to place any expectations on Iraola to win the league, because that's what Man United fans do. And we're not Man United fans. We're Liverpool fans. We're a lot better than that fan base right there. We are a very realistic, objective fan base. We're the best fan base in the league. You get me, for a reason. We're going to be very realistic. I think we will challenge, but we will fall off. Liverpool will challenge and then fall off. As things stand, with the players that we're linked with and shit like this, I think Liverpool will challenge. I think we will fall off around March, April time, and we will win a domestic cup. That's how I see Liverpool's season going next season. We are not a horse yet. We are a pony right now. We're a pony. We're a small horse. We're going to become a big horse. We are growing. We are growing into that pony level, into that horse level. Sorry. As things stand, we're just a pony. We're a smaller horse. I cannot put myself in the race with the big horses. Here's the thing with winning the league. Enzo Maresca could have the slot effect, meaning he comes in, they already have a very good team, and they kind of just have a new, fresh voice in the dressing room, and they end up winning the league. It's a possibility. As things stand, let me tell you how I look at next season. I think Arsenal have a 70% chance of winning the league next season. I think Manchester City have a 25% chance of winning the league next season. And I think Liverpool have a 5% chance of winning the league next season. That's how I objectively look at it. I think Arsenal are simply in the best position, most stable club. They just need like 2 new forwards and they're good to go. Manchester City already have that base of very good players. They have very good players. And, they just have that fresh voice in the dressing room in Maresca. Liverpool is 5%. Like, for us, it's if we played 100 leagues, we'd win 5 of them, but we'd lose 95 of them. We are not ready. We're not ready to win a league as things stand. We have so much to change still. We need to be able to, first of all, Cody Gakpo. Big up to my guy Armada, who says thoughts on Gakpo being sold. I am not even a Gakpo fan, but I don't want Gakpo to be sold. You want to know why? I'm playing the numbers game. We've already seen people were mad at me on the short when I said Chiesa will leave. They're like, stop the fake news. Federico Chiesa is not going to leave Liverpool Football Club. He's not going to leave. He's not going to leave. Already the news is coming out. Chiesa is leaving. Salah, gone. Chiesa, gone. Ekitike is going to be back in February. Who's left at Liverpool? Rio, Gakpo, Isak. Isak is already made from biscuits. So now I've got Rio and Gakpo, basically, who are going to be fit and available all season. I don't want to strangle our forward line even more. Cody Gakpo is not shit. He's not good, but he's not shit. I think we need to differentiate between good and between shit. Mohamed Salah is elite. Gabriel Martinelli is shit. Gakpo is in the middle. He's not amazing and he's not crap. He's just in the middle. He's just a in the middle player. That's it with Cody Gakpo. And he can play up top. He can do that. One thing about Liverpool as well, and I'm going to tell you guys from now, watch out for Rafael Leao. There is a legitimate possibility Liverpool can get Rafael Leao. That's the thing. You need to be able to understand this. There is a legitimate possibility Liverpool get Rafael Leao. He will never be cheaper than this in his whole life. He will never, ever be cheaper than this. This is the cheapest Leao will ever be. This is categorically the cheapest Leao will ever be. Ever. So now Liverpool look at it as a market opportunity. And the other thing is, Leao could play down the middle. Our forward line is dead. Our forward line is so dead, you guys. For the last 10 years, our forward line was looked at as the strength of Liverpool. Now it's the weakness. I can see a world in which Liverpool sign a lot of players. Megana, I know, Habibti, you're tired of Gakpo. We are all tired of Gakpo. But this is not the summer to sell him. This is not the summer to sell him. We don't have the numbers. Megana, we don't have the numbers. The players are not there. Everyone's left. Everyone's left or injured, bro. Everyone's left. Some players are not here and some players are injured, brother. That's the problem. That's the problem. They're either injured or not here. That's the problem. They're not here. They've left. This is the time to buy. This is not the time to sell. I just said the same thing to the Arsenal fans in the Arsenal section. You can't just be out here just selling everyone. We need new players. Chiesa wants to go, Roger. Habibi, Chiesa wants to go. Chiesa himself wants to go. It's the most obvious transfer, like Chiesa to Roma or Fiorentina for 15 million. It's the most bait obvious transfer ever. We need to be able to sign players and not sell players. We've sold too much. We've sold too much. If you tell me right now, yeah, open budget. If I'm going to be like just completely open budget, yeah, right back, center back, 2 midfielders, and 3 forwards. Open budget. Open budget. Open budget, 7 players. If it's not open budget, do you want to get timed out? Do you want to get timed out? Trust in Josh Abe. He's 16. He just signed his first professional contract. What do you mean trust in Josh Abe? Bro, I'm going to time you out. That's the thing. So we need to be able to it's not real. The Nunes links is not real. The Nunes links is not real. It's Anfield papers. You all got Anfield paper. You know what's real? Diomande. There's a possibility Liverpool sign Yan Diomande. Here's the problem. Price tag. I think we need to start moving quickly in this transfer window, bro. I think we need to start moving real quick in this transfer window. Real quick in this transfer window. We are too slow, brothers. We are too slow in this transfer window, guys. We are too slow. Too slow. We need to move quicker. We need to move quicker. We are too slow in this transfer window. We need to start executing now. There's already too many problems. There's already too many issues. We can't just sit up here and just scratch our asses and watch the world go past us. We already have so much to change. We already have so much shit we need to do better. That's the thing people need to keep in mind. We've got so much we need to change still. You know, the thing is with Morgan Rogers, I wonder. Because Liverpool were really interested in Morgan Rogers. Now that Slot is gone, are they going to abandon the 10s approach and go for more like touchline winger levels? Let me ask you all a question, yeah? Everyone in the chat. Everyone in the chat. Which are the 3 forwards you would sign for Liverpool with an open but realistic budget? Meaning, don't tell me Yamal and Olise. Don't be an idiot. I'm saying from the available players. Name your 3. Name your 3 forwards. Name your three. Someone on most stream called Streets the evil Tom Little. That's crazy. By the way, Paz, just so you know, Touchline, when he raided me, he put Touchline as one word. I can't believe an Arab is explaining English to an Englishman. Yeah, that's too much money. Yeah, that's too much money for Matias Fernandez. He ain't even that good. He ain't even that good, blood. Leao. Who else? Give me three. Jackson. Which Jackson? If it's Nicholas Jackson, I'm going to time you out. You're the only one that mentioned this. Watch out for Toure. Watch out for Toure. It's a possibility. Leao, Barcola, and Diomande. We got back-to-back. Leao, Barcola, and Diomande. This would be a very good forward line. This would be a very good forward line. I think there is a legitimate possibility, man. There is a legitimate possibility. There is an actual legit possibility for Leao. Diomande, the problem is just the price tag. They're legit taking the piss with the price tag, and no one's gonna pay that. Here's the thing people are not keeping in mind, yeah? You add 20 million to what Leipzig want, and you can get Olise. Literally. 20 million more and you can literally go sign Olise. 20 million more and you can go get Olise. 20 million, that's it. 20 million more and you can literally go get Olise, bro. Why should you pay 110 million pounds for like Diomande? That's too much money. If this three happens, we are so cooking. We're so cooking. We are so cooking. Big up to Carlzo, who says, you keep hinting at Leao. He's come out and said he's a Man United fan and will wait until after the World Cup. Smoke screen for a late Gakpo sale. Let me ask you a question, Carlzo. Who won the league? Who won the league, Carlzo? Who won the league? Who won the league, Carlzo? You don't even need to send another super chat. Just write a regular comment. Who won the league, Carlzo? Arsenal. Who's the Arsenal captain? Who does the Arsenal captain support? Outside Liverpool, who also won the league before Arsenal? Their greatest ever player, who does he support? Come on, are we using this support stuff in 2026? Come on, brother. This whole, he supports Arsenal and he supports Man United. These things used to matter back in the day. They don't matter anymore. They don't matter anymore, bro. They don't. That's the thing. They don't matter. They don't matter anymore. Who someone supports and all this doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. By the way, Raheem Sterling was a Man United fan. He played for Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. Like the three clubs that Man United fans hate the most. And by the way, he played for Chelsea too. He played for everyone except Man United. Now, in terms of the whole Gakpo sale, as much as I'm not a Gakpo fan, I don't want him sold. Because numbers-wise, we will become so weak from a forward line perspective. But here's the problem, bro. Now, Cody Gakpo might ask to leave. Cody Gakpo might ask to leave. And now we've got to change so much shit over and over again. Are Liverpool in transition and Liverpool fans are just unaware? Are Liverpool Football Club in transition and we just don't know about it? This is very important. We have to analyze our own football club without being biased. Are we actually in transition and we're just unaware of it? Like, are we transitioning without realizing? I'm excited for Anthony Iraiola's interview. I'm excited for the words he says. The stuff that he says is very exciting. Like, the stuff that he says is very exciting. Yeah. His interview got me excited. Let me show you guys, yeah? Let me show you guys the aura of Iraola. Let me show you guys. I hope I don't get copyrighted.
Paul, tell us about how you feel sat here in the Liverpool tracksuit.
It's really excited because obviously, you know about Liverpool, you know that is a
aura,
big club, a massive club, one of the biggest in the world, but feeling inside, and understanding a little bit more of this club. And
yes,
I always thought it's a special club, not about.
It's a special club. Look at this. Look at the way he says it. It's a special club. Oh. Vamos!
The football side, also because what people think about even during the week.
Yes.
How they are passionate about the club.
Yes. We are passionate. We are passionate. That's the thing. We are passionate. Tell them.
And everyone, the ones who like football, the ones that probably are not interested, but I have some experience with Athletic Club.
Yeah.
That I could, in some ways, familiarize. But it's gonna be fun to experience it from the.
Yes, it's fun. It's fun. I can't wait for more fun, more football. Paz. This Paz guy coming in here disrespecting our legacy. Hold this 1 minute timeout, buddy. You get me? I feel it. Leao in 2026, yuck. Football is finished, habibi. طب ما يا أخي, who's the other options? You guys want to sell Gakpo, and Salah is gone, and Chiesa is gone, and Isak is made from biscuits. Habibi, who? Who's there to buy? يعني who? I love the fact, like, I love people who tell me Leao is yuck. Who are we going to sign then? Who are we going to sign, Habibi? Who? Which players? Leao, yuck. Okay, we're going to sign Diomande, Barcola, and then what? We need more. It's not enough. I timed out Paz because he said play the slot interview. I'm not going to pick up your call, bum. I'm not going to pick up your call, bum. Don't remind me of bad times. Fraud. I can remind you of bad times too.
And you've kept me here. 1 o'clock is 1:30. I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do super chat. Yeah, we spoke.
And you have said, and your whole show, you have not said anything of a substance.
Look at Paz's face.
2 hours, you haven't said anything of a substance. We haven't gotten one sentence from you where we can actually discuss. Literally. Exactly. How can I try to I haven't said anything about substance.
This guy called the scumbags after waffling for 2 hours.
Yeah, there you are. Can remind us of bad memories. I can do the same, mate. I have a strange feeling we match Madrid's bid. Wallahi, here is the thing, Habibi Jack. If Leipzig want 110 million for Diomande, if they want 110 million for Diomande, might as well go pay 130 for Olise. At least it's better. You can call until tomorrow. I'm not picking up Paz. Not picking up. Hold that, buddy. Asana. If they're gonna want 110 million, run it. 130, run it, blood. Run it. Swap deal with Bayern, sell Rio, keep Gakpo. No! No! Yes, of course, Olise is incredible, but why should I sell my future? Rigo Moa could be the next Michael Olise. He could be even better than him. He could be even better than him. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys, just out here just selling players and shit. Just got recommended one of the weirdest videos. I'm not even gonna say what I got recommended. I think Olise rejects us personally, but yeah, wow. Another rejection, yeah? Another rejection? Another rejection, yeah, Jack? Are you guys ready to get hurt again? There is so much shit for us to do. Richard Hughes, can you get your hand out your ass and get to work, buddy? It's time to get to work. I don't even use lotion. And you're free already. Your dumbass comments are showing again. Anyway, guys, look, we're getting wrapped up here. This is a very fun stream. Big up to you guys. Expect more transfer videos like this to come. We were very interactive with the chat as well. Big up to you guys. Let's get to 300 likes. We're 5 likes away. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. The link is in the pinned comment. Don't forget that the code MHF15 only applies for the next 2 days. It only applies for the next 2 days. Go over there and go and get yourself a shirt. World Cup next season, the Arsenal Champions shirt. Everything is on there. 15% code. Instead of paying £200 for a shirt, go get yourself a shirt for £15. Love you all. I'm going to send you guys over to the terrace. Go over there and tell Terry Hussam Raid. Peace out.